right, and we're back.
I got beer. I got guns. I'm ready to go, baby.
Special election night episode here. We're not going to live stream it, so basically you're going to be hearing this after the election, or maybe not. Maybe you'll have the results by then, maybe not. But we're basically going to do our regular episode. Me and Malcolm both have drinks. We're just going to do a little bit of the emails and stuff like that, and then we're going to periodically check in on the results of the election. As of starting the episode, it's pretty tight right now. The Electoral College.
Texas is blue, which I don't really believe it, but
it's crazy. Trump won Florida.
It's looking all right. One thing I would say is it is looking like 16, dude. It was like they were like slow rolling, like Hillary was up, and it was like boom, Trump won. It was like
yeah. But it also,
I tell you what, Trump's up big and not big. He's up in Florida a lot.
No, they already called Florida for him.
Did they?
Yeah. I remember before we got on stream, me and Malcolm were just talking about how the CNN, Fox News, they're all way behind for some reason. Calling these states. I don't know, maybe if they're just hesitant or what.
Know what's ironic? These people don't want egg on their face, but like their whole brand is just bullshit and egg on their face. Dude.
Exactly.
It's like
so right now, as of this minute, Biden has won Connecticut, Delaware, D.C., Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts,
the Northeast. It's
New
all
Jersey, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, and New York.
Whoa, Trump's up in Maine?
Trump's won Alabama, Indiana, Kentucky, Missouri, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and West Virginia, the South, and Florida. So right now, the Electoral College it's going to come down to Texas right now, early on. Right now, it's 85 Biden, 72 Trump. So.
I don't even know why I fucking voted right now. Trump's killing it in Colorado.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, it's only 10% of Colorado.
All right, let's get started here, and then we'll like I said, we'll periodically update as the election goes on.
Sorry, listeners. I'm already a couple beers deep.
But thank you guys for downloading, watching, liking, sharing, subscribing over the weekend. Biggest download day we've ever had on Sunday, so thank you so much for that. Keep up the love. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @Scam_podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right down there. Click subscribe. Share with your friends. If you want to email us, podcastgame@gmail.com. Also follow us on Twitch, Scam_podcast. Sorry, I'm a few drinks in too. My eyes are, you can tell when I'm getting drunk because my eyes are just starting to get a little bit lower.
You're looking like Rogan right now, dude. I turned it on. I'm like, damn, dude, this dude already hammered?
Yeah. Yeah, they get pretty. They did. There was all those comedians they did in 2016. Remember, they did that live show from like the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
and they were
Bill
blacked
Burr
out.
Took over.
Yeah,
it just started trashing everyone. It was great. He was really asserting his dominance as a comedian.
Yeah. So we got some great emails last week about the sex fetish stuff. That was pretty fantastic,
dude. One of my buddies was a big hit. Was that dude and that chick at work? He was laughing about that.
Yeah. Well, we got one this week. So before we start with the questions, we have another sex fetish story that I wanted to share. So we'll start with that. So this is how he starts it off. He said, "I heard you guys were asking for weird sex fetish stories and was going to email in my experience, but decided it might be a little too weird. But after hearing everyone else's emails."
I was going to be like, I sent a video. Like, oh, shit.
Here's what it looked like. No.
Yeah. I thought the words would be a little fucking lacking.
Okay. Yeah. But after hearing everyone else's emails, I figured, fuck it, I'll send it in. So he heard everyone else's stories, and he was like, I guess everyone else is weird like me. So this is what happened to him. He said in college, he went out for some drinks one night, ended up going home with a girl he met at the bar. We were pretty drunk, and when things headed into the bedroom, she asked me if I was into outfits during sex. I asked her what kind of outfits. She said, something like naughty schoolgirl outfit. I'm thinking, fuck yeah, sounds hot. And like I said, I was pretty drunk. So I said, fuck it, let's do it. She goes into her closet and comes out with the classic schoolgirl outfit on a hanger, high sock, short dress, button-up shirt, the works. I say, this is going to look so sexy on you. And she tells me, it's not for me, silly. Go in the bathroom and get dressed, and I'll light some candles.
First of all, I never got the obsession with the schoolgirl outfit. Yes, First of all, what school are these girls going to?
I don't know, some kind of Catholic private school. I have no idea.
Yeah, right. The fucking school of Jeffrey Epstein. Dog.
So, but she wanted him to dress up as the sexy schoolgirl. I can just imagine.
You think
I
that's
just
like
imagine.
Go ahead. You think
Sorry,
that's some,
sorry,
like,
guys.
you think that's a fucking feminist like hardball play? You know what I'm saying? No, you put on the dress.
And I can just imagine what this dude looks like. I don't even need to see. I know that he's some fat, fucking hairy motherfucker. It's just like, wait,
looks
what?
like me in it.
Yeah, basically. So he says, she said, it's not for me, silly. Go in the bathroom and get dressed and I'll light some candles. And she was dead serious.
Jesus.
I said I wouldn't do it. And she became very upset and said that I was judging her. And it turned into a huge argument. So I ended up calling an Uber home without getting laid. I was reading this earlier and I was like, do you think he just did it? He just doesn't want to admit it, you know?
Well, I guess that brings up the question: would you do it?
No, Deb, absolutely not. No, not in a cross dress.
How hot's the chick? And speaking of Jeffrey Epstein, what's the camera situation? Is this chick playing you, dog?
You know what I was thinking about? All right, so I was reading something about like the honeypot theory, Jeffrey Epstein, right? And I was thinking like, you know how like they get these politicians basically to get them in compromising like videos so they can like blackmail them. But what if some dude is like, he gets caught banging like some like 10-year-old boy and he's just like, I don't negotiate with terrorists, you know. I don't give in. I don't give in to blackmail. So he goes to his constituents and he goes, "All right, everybody, some stuff is going to come out. You're going to be a little upset, but listen, we don't cave to blackmail."
Yeah, and I love God, okay.
Yeah.
And your priest does this.
It's like you got it. That's the thing. That's like the one thing. If you get blackmailed, there's no argument. It's just like,
so wait,
what do you
hold
want?
on. Do you think if you bang a 10-year-old boy and you become a priest, do you not get arrested then?
No, you definitely still get arrested. Those priests still got arrested.
Where? They just get moved.
No, that's the thing. That was because they would find ways for it to not go public. Once it goes public, they all got arrested. That was the whole thing, though. They're just like, we'll just move them to a different church, and then the people would come to the family and be like, look, he's committed sins, but God forgives him. You know, they would just brainwash these people. They're idiots.
I'll remember that when I get caught with a kilo.
Hey, I'm just gonna move to a different church. We don't gotta make this.
Hey, God said he forgave you, dog.
suit.
All right, what the fuck?
all right. Let's finish up his email. So he said they got in an argument, and she was like, "You're judging me, whatever." So he called the Uber home without getting laid. He never even got her number or anything. Just got up out of there. The story doesn't end there. About a year later, I'm browsing Facebook and stumble across her. She's a high school teacher.
Just fucking text her. All right, I'll put on the dress.
You hear what I said, though?
Yeah.
She's a high school teacher. So he says, is that weird or what? Do you think this is some kind of kink she's into or something more sinister? I'm still unsure how I feel about it. Looking forward to hearing what you guys think.
I don't see the correlation.
No?
I mean, I get it. Like, it's a fucking school thing, but it's also like he's a guy. There's a dress. I mean, is she saying she wants her students? I don't know.
Maybe she's like confused that like if she's gay or bi or whatever. Maybe she's into girls.
I'd say, look, I'm not doing the top. I'll put the bottom.
Just pull it up.
It's like a kilt, dog. You know what I'm saying? Give me some fucking bagpipes and I'll do this thing, dude.
All right. Oh, jeez. I'm crying, man. I'm crying over here. Oh, man.
Fuck.
Well, it's like, I am 50% Scottish, so.
My name's Malcolm. It's Scottish.
Like, have you ever seen Braveheart?
I mean, fucking A, bro. It's pretty close, dog.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking. I mean, they wear the high socks too.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to do the top, dude. No, I'm not doing the top.
All right. Thank you for your email, dude. That was great. So,
have you reconsidered as well? Email us back and let us know.
Yeah, like have you? Yeah.
And would you?
Hey
do
man,
like,
you know
all
what?
right, take the top out of it. Would he do it?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, reach out to her, make it happen. Let us know
First
how
of
it
all,
goes.
how skinny is this guy that she's got his size, dude? I mean, talking about an elastic band. I mean, what's going on here, dude?
maybe it's a one size fits all kind of deal. I don't know.
Some baggy
know.
schoolgirl outfit. What the
I
on,
don't know.
I
Dude.
don't know.
Maybe she was a big old girl. We don't know.
Yeah, right.
All right, on to the next thing. So this one is not a sex fetish question. This is just a regular question. There's actually the only question we have we can read this week because they gave me. I got a few other ones, but I'm going to hold on to those for a little while. So this one is in the age of COVID, things are obviously outside of what we consider normal. But last week, I met a girl at Kroger when I'm Kroger. So Kroger's like a grocery store in like what, the West Coast?
Yeah, Kroger is West Coast. They own a bunch of other ones too. I think they own Safeway and shit. Like,
yeah, so it's basically just a grocery store.
Yeah.
So when I met her, we hit it off and exchanged numbers and decided to meet up at my house for dinner the following week. When we met, she was wearing her mask. She comes over to my house, and without the mask, she looks nothing like what she did with the mask. She also has a jacked up broken tooth. Unfortunately, since it was my house, I couldn't come up with some way of making up an excuse to leave. I had to have the date, like everything was fine. After a nice meeting, she went home. After a nice evening, she went home. But am I the asshole for not being interested now? I don't really have a desire to see her again, even though she was very nice. I feel deceived in a way and a scumbag in another. She didn't do anything to lie to me. I just saw her as something different in my head. What's the move here, boys?
Yeah, see, weren't we talking about that in another episode? Like, the mask is very. I mean, because people's eyes and shit, you're like, man, and they take that mask off, like, whoa, I didn't realize fucking 4 inches makes that big of a difference, dude. I mean,
that's what she said. Yeah, she could have a gigantic chin, or maybe she has a beard. You don't know what's under there.
Why didn't you just tell her to put the mask back on? Like, yeah, like, I'm really scared of COVID. You know what I'm saying?
They get married. That's just
I just got tested yesterday. It's all good. Put it back on.
The entire relationship, she's always had the mask on. No, he's like, I don't know if this is rude or anything, but you know, he's put the mask on while we have sex.
Yeah. Here, I'll put mine on too.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
Movies. I mean, if you're not attracted to her, you're not attracted to her. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't feel like a scumbag. I mean, all right. So a similar thing, like I've heard this before with girls, like they date a guy like me with a beard, and if I shave my beard, I look like a completely different person. Like if I clean shave,
too.
I look like a completely different person.
I look like I'm 19 again. It's fucking retarded.
That would be similar, you know, if she's like, you know, without the beard, you look different. But I can grow the beard back. That bitch can't change her face. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of a different situation.
Put the mask back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Who's shaved their beard and got like you're like, fuck, dude, you got like a weak chin or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mine's just I have like
Portnoy looks fucking super weird without it.
Yeah. Well, my thing is just like I'm very hairy person. I'm Irish, and like if I shave it down, I always have the 5 o'clock shadow, and that's what looks weird.
It's pointless.
You know what I mean?
It's fucking pointless.
Exactly.
So it's like crazy.
If I could get it where I had a baby face again, I'd look fine or whatever. It's just I always just have the pricklies everywhere by like an hour after I shave, so there's no point, you know.
I think the beard just made a comeback, and it just says something, you know.
Yeah, you're a man.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? What's the old saying? A man doesn't grow a beard grows a man.
Yeah, there you go.
Your dad doesn't have a beard, you got two moms.
So that's it for the emails. Before we get into some of this election talk, I wanted to talk to you. I told you last episode that I was getting a haircut, which I did. Looks pretty good. Very similar to your style hair, just a little bit shorter than you.
Oh shit, it is cut. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did it for the wedding. My sister's wedding went great. I officiated the wedding, did a great job. I said it too. I called it. Like before I went up, people were like, "Oh, are you nervous?" I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna go up there," and afterwards, people were gonna be like, "You should do this for a living."
Who's getting married? Motherfucker can talk, dog.
Yeah. Well, I said like someone asked me if I was nervous, and I was like, "Listen, after I do this, they're gonna be like, you should do that for a living," and that's exactly like at least 10 people were like, "You should do my cousin's wedding," but right after someone's like, yeah. Right after someone was like, "You did such a good job," and I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy, right? I wrote it on the way over here." You know, like, but so listen, I told you I was going to get a haircut. I roll up into the barbershop last week, and right after I left the barbershop, the first thing I did was text you, and I told you, Malcolm, you're not going to believe this fucking guy in the barbershop.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You said we could do a whole episode on it.
Yeah. So this guy, we're going to get into the QAnon stuff here in a little bit, but this fucking guy might have been, if they wouldn't have already, you know.
Yeah, you said this guy might be Q, dog.
He might be Q. So this is what he's saying in the barber chair next to me. First of all, this is all. I'm just overhearing this stuff, right? So don't jump in because there's a lot of thoughts.
No. You just reminded me. I also have a pretty weird barbershop story. We're trying to remember it, but go ahead, keep going.
Okay. So this guy said he's just talking casually, like he's getting his haircut, and he's casually saying this stuff to the barber, right? Iraq was a proxy war for the Jews so that we could make our own version of North Korea. And then he starts talking. I don't know, dude. And then he starts talking about something. And he goes, I can't confirm this, but Melania Obama. So he said Melania, like Trump's wife, Obama. Like, I think her name is Malia, Obama's daughter. He has two daughters, but something like that. But he called her Melania. He's like, Melania Obama was doing cocaine and fucking Hunter Biden. Who do you think took all his pictures, dude? Who do you think took all his pictures?
The hooker smoking crack with him.
Yeah. And then the ... This is him a little bit later. This is word for word. What's the problem with Trump? I mean, really, he's not qualified. He might be a little racist. He says some things embarrassing every now and then. But like, who cares what other people think? He's American and the best president we have had, I don't know, ever.
Okay, he is. I agree with all that, except he might be the best president ever. All the other stuff you could apply to any other politician. They're all racist.
Maybe.
They're all, I don't know what else he said, but
he said not qualified.
Yeah, none of them are qualified. They don't, I mean, not to serve you. To serve everybody else, yeah.
Here comes the next one, right? COVID is a bioweapon. It's already been confirmed. Why do you think it started in China? Because the Chinese are trying to kill us. Why? Because they want our food. They want our women. They want to be Americans so bad. They will kill all of us and make their America and call it Chi-America. Watch, dude. It's going to happen. If Joe Biden becomes president, a vote for Biden is a vote for China. He's going to sell America to China to stop COVID. It's the only way.
What?
And then I swear to God, this is word for word what this guy was saying.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you done? I don't know if you're done.
No, I've got one more. All right, I'll finish off. So then he said something, and the guy's like, "Do you have any proof of this stuff, dude?" And he goes, "Yeah. It's this dark web website. I'll pull it up." And then he goes, "Oh man, I don't have service in here." And then the barber's like, "Well, we have Wi-Fi, dude." And he looks at him and he goes, I don't connect to unsecured Wi-Fi, dude. What do I look like? Hunter Biden? And they like waited for the laugh. You know, like we're all gonna start dying laughing at it.
The fucked up part is he is like that dude, whoever he is the walking, talking version of a conspiracy theory. It's like a kernel of truth in it, but it's just not quite there. Dude.
Exactly what I
said. Like, the China shit is close, but it's not. You're not on.
And the same thing with when Alex Jones was on Rogan the other week. It's the same thing. It's like there's that little bit of truth in there that's like great, like that's amazing, like that more people should know about this. And then
up at the first
exactly, and then there's 90% of just horse shit that makes no sense. You know.
Yo, so Trump is fucking. He's got the lead right now in that same fucking belt at the top, dude. The Rust Belt.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan right now, which everybody said he was not going to get.
And he's losing Ohio, which is another one that he wasn't supposed to.
He's up big right now.
Dude, Biden's still winning in Texas too.
I don't believe that shit. It is way. It just got way tighter. I got 49.8 to 48.9.
Yeah.
Wait, that means Trump's. Oh no, yeah, that's right. Okay,
yeah, it's real close.
My math.
So also we're gonna get into election stuff, but what you said you had a.
This is just a quick one. I was just sitting in the chair and like this dude, like I didn't hear any of the previous sentences, and all I go is he goes, I don't know. She's got her drugs in her Starbucks. She's good. Like talking about his wife or something. Like what? And then he hits back. He's talking about like I don't know. He was talking about dealing with some company or something. He's like, I don't know. I think there's some kind of fucking Russians or something. And it was just like all these connections. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this world, dude?
That's the thing. If you go anywhere in public right now, there's somebody just talking to nobody in particular about shit like that.
Yeah. Everybody's going crazy, dude. Like, it's so nuts right now.
I saw a dude yesterday on Monday driving and he's in front of me, okay? He's in a fucking 2002 Mazda Miata, top down, huge Trump flag flying out the back, right? I pull up around
Miata.
Yeah, a Miata. And I pull up around alongside him.
That's some Florida shit right there, dog. That's some Florida shit right there.
But I pull up alongside him. He's got, that Friar Tuck haircut, nothing on the top. He's got sunglasses on, his Costanza hair slicked back. He's got music blasting. It's like Push It to the Limit blasting out of his fucking Miata. Gold chain, hairy chest. It's just like,
put that
what is going
in a box?
I know, like, what? How are you a real person, man? Like,
is he white, Spanish? What was he?
White, 100% white. Yeah, like a Jew, like a Jewish guy. Like
Florida, huh?
Crazy, man.
Are there a lot of Jews in Florida? I don't think so.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
well, yeah, I guess because there's a lot of New Yorkers.
Yeah. I mean, there's a decent Jewish population here. Nothing like New York or anywhere up north, but
I got a little story. So you see my face. I'm getting a lot of sun, dude.
Yeah,
up on this mountain we're working at the sun is beaming right now. It's not crazy hot. It's not hot out. It's like 50 degrees, but the sun is beaming.
Yep.
Well, there's this fucking guy, dude. He puts his sunscreen on every day. He's like a surveyor or whatever. He checks the land or whatever shit. But he fucking cakes it on, dude. He looks like a fucking mime, dog. And all I've been doing over the last 4 days is ragging on this dude. like one of the big dogs or whatever. He's like, "Hey, come here." He's not talking to him. He's talking to some other dudes. But that dude comes over.
Yeah.
He goes, "Jesus Christ!" He goes, "Bring the whole fucking circus." I go, "Motherfucker looks like he's in a circus, dog." Bro, he's so white, dude. I was almost offended because he was in whiteface, even though he's white.
Hey, bro.
I kept walking up.
Are you wearing whiteface right now?
I go, is he talking to you? He's not supposed to be talking to you, dog. He's a fucking man. It's so crazy, dude. It's like, bro, you don't need that much.
No, just a little bit. Everybody overdoes it.
Bro, I mean, like your fucking shit. He's, so they spray paint on the ground, right? They got white paint, dude. It was the same color, dude. It's his different face.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, man, I guess we're just talking about fucking weird people in the wild right now. But I was at the doctor's office yesterday, and this fucking lady is next to me. She's like a 65-year-old black woman, right? And she has her phone like this, and she goes, "Hey Siri, what time is it?" Oh shit! But hey Siri, what time is it? Hey Siri, it's just not working. She said it like 11 times. I'm like, you just look at your phone, man. Just look at the phone. It's right there.
You're the asshole. She's fucking like blind. Cataracts or something.
No, I thought that. But then she clearly was not blind. She just was lazy. And she's like, you could just look. And every time she was doing it, she was purposely like looking away from her phone. Like so she's. I just don't understand.
I'm having a little trouble with Siri lately too. Like I don't know what happened. If it was an update, but I used to go, "Hey Siri, what's the weather?" Yeah. She gives me the weather. Now she goes, "It's already done." I go, what is already done, dude? So now I got to go like, what's the forecast?
Yeah. I had it once where this is like a week or two ago. I had the puppy in the car and like he's like all excited because we're pulling in the neighborhood. And like I pull in the driveway. I'm like, all right, buddy, we're home. And then in my headphones, it goes, "Yes, you are, Josh." I was like, whoa. Yeah. What? Holy shit. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Who says that? Siri?
Siri. Yeah, Siri said it. Yeah.
You don't have like the Hey Siri on? It's just like
I don't have any of that shit on, so I don't know. Maybe what I said sounded like Hey Siri. I have no idea, but it's like what the
yes,
fuck?
You are.
Yes, you are, Josh. Fuck. And also, like, I didn't have any sound in my headphones, so it was like dead silent, and then that just comes through your ears. You're like, holy shit. All right. Enough about all that. Let's talk a little bit about the election tonight. So earlier, to start the day, betting odds were a little tight. It was looking like, I guess, when I looked last night, I could have sworn that Trump was like the slight favorite. But apparently, according to Bovada, Biden's been the favorite for a few weeks now.
DraftKings, he was the favorite.
On draft, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what I saw. I thought it was Bovada, but it must have been DraftKings.
There was this guy, they even had him on CNN, Robert Cayley, if you guys want to look him up. And I guess he predicted 2016 right, and like a bunch of the Senate races in 2018. He works for a poll firm, but it's not like a pollster. It's like we do this for rich people so they can like plan their money out. Mm-hmm. And I guess he was saying Trump's gonna win. I don't know. It's so wild right now. I mean, you can't make heads or tails of anything, dude.
Yeah. Well, so that one guy that's projected every election right for 40 years, he only predicts the popular vote. He doesn't predict who was going to win the election. He said he always knows who's going to win the popular vote, and he's gotten every single one right. He predicted Joe Biden would win the popular vote. So, and right now Biden is ahead on the popular vote. So we'll see.
Yeah, he'll probably win the popular vote. I got a question for you then. That brings up a good question. How do you feel about the Electoral College? Because actually, I voted today, and Colorado actually has a stipulation, or not a stipulation, a prop on the ballot to basically no, it's tricky the way they do it. They'll award the percentage of electoral votes per what the total votes are.
Yeah,
which is basically just changing it.
Yeah.
So because everybody says slavery, I haven't looked into it. I don't know. I haven't looked into the history of it, but I know the general. We're not. Everybody thinks we're a pure democracy. We are not because they don't work. We're a fucking constitutional republic.
Well, also so there's so much that goes into Electoral College, but so part of it is it's something that's been used since 1787. Might need a little bit of a change there. You know what I mean? And the reason it first started getting into use back then was because they didn't trust people to be enough people would come out to vote, or that people that didn't know how to read, they might vote for the wrong person.
Yes, you're right about that. So they want to give all the power to the peasants, basically.
Exactly. So they made it so that they would, you'd be allowed to vote, but if it was close or whatever, basically they could call it one way or the other, or if they were like, okay, well, clearly there was some kind of mistake, we can fix that. And then they've adjusted it a little bit over time, but yeah, like you said, we're like the only country that does the Electoral College, and I don't like it. I think it should just be a straight up popular vote. But at the same time,
I don't.
At the same time, I can see that certain states having more pull, but the amount to me is crazy. Like the fact that Florida has so much pull in the country who's president is nuts to me. It's like if you win Florida, you win the election almost every single time.
I think that's just a statistics thing. It's not actual.
But I mean, it's 29 points compared to like fucking. They were showing it earlier. I can't remember which state it was.
Well, a lot of it was based on population.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. They were showing a state earlier. I don't remember which state it was. It's only 5 points, but it has the same population as Florida. So it's like, how does that make any sense? It makes no sense.
What I've heard. All right, so if we get rid of the Electoral College, why do you have to campaign anywhere but California, Texas, and Florida?
What do you mean?
They got the most people. That's all you need.
You're almost all the way there with just those three with the Electoral College. That's what they do anyway.
I know, but you wouldn't have to go anywhere else. So what prevents the states from seceding if their vote doesn't matter?
What are you even talking about?
California has like 50 million people or 40 million people in it.
Correct. That's like a quarter of the vote.
No, that's like last election, only 103 million people voted.
Yeah.
You go to Florida, you win the election.
Well, this year is going to be more though.
And California is pure Democratic.
Yeah, they're already like past the. I think
it does. Like, it's not representative of everybody's vote.
But listen to what I'm saying. So first of all, it is like a quarter. It's a little bit more than a quarter of the vote because there's about twice as many people voting this election. There was just a historic low turnout.
It's almost half.
2016. No, you're not listening. It was a historically low turnout in 2016. That's why that number is like that. There's 200 and something million registered voters this year, and they already have like 167 million votes cast. So that's, if anything, it's a third. It's probably going to be closer to a quarter. It's probably going to be close to 200 million people vote, which is insane. It's a lot of people. But what you're saying is if it was just the popular vote, you could just go to California. If you win,
Florida, high population.
Okay, but that's the thing, though. You're not going to completely wash that side. Like, let's say you go to California. Wait. Just listen to what I'm saying.
No, you're good. You're good.
Even like a landslide vote is like 60-40, right? You won the state by a lot at a 60-40 vote, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at like 50 million votes, you're not getting all 50 million votes. You're just winning a big amount because there's a lot of people there.
You're right.
The same thing is already true now with the Electoral College. If you win New York, Florida, Texas, and California, you're pretty much going to be fucking president. So it's like, why campaign anywhere else? It'd be the same argument as it is now. And they do kind of do that. Fucking Trump was in Florida like 7 times in the past month.
But
more than anywhere
the Democrats have won like the popular vote for the last 8 elections, right?
Yeah. I think last one was
this
Bush,
whole Midwest.
Bush Jr. won the popular vote.
He did not.
His second one, he did against who the fuck was it? His second, not the one versus Al Gore. The next one, he won the popular vote and the Electoral College.
It might have been Mitt Romney. No,
Mitt Romney was Obama.
John Kerry.
Kerry, that's the one. Yeah. So he was the last. He was the last Republican to win the popular vote. Was George W. Bush.
Maybe either way, the popular vote heavily favors the Democrats, right? So this whole Midwest section of the U.S., if they're losing the popular vote every fucking time, why did they stay in the union?
Well, I understand that, but my other thing is like, if more people want one person president, you're saying it heavily favors the Democrats. Well, that just means that more people fall in line with what the Democrat side is saying. So wouldn't that mean that more people want that person president? No, I mean, that's a whole different argument. We're talking about if we should.
It's not an argument. It's guaranteed to happen. It would definitely.
It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed
for sure.
No, it's not.
For sure.
All right. So what's stopping these counties from seceding from the state?
Why did the Soviet Union fall apart? Because they couldn't get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, I mean that's again that has nothing to do with the Electoral College, though. It's not though. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Listen, I'm not saying what you're saying is completely wrong. I just don't think that'd be something that would happen. I think it's possible, but you're saying it like it's a fact, like that would happen. I
think people saying our forefathers are outdated or didn't see. I mean, these fucking clowns on YouTube and all these social media, to think that they even have close to the foresight that these dudes had is nuts to me.
No, and I agree with that too. But
they were stewards of history, dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, that was 200 years ago. They were using wooden teeth, and they believed in a whole different. Is it anecdotal? Is slavery anecdotal? Like, there's a whole different. Women weren't allowed to vote. I mean, there's a lot of different.
Yeah, but democracies have failed for a long time before they were around.
Of course, they also succeeded for a long time too. So I mean, it's like right now we're at a point where we're just a fraction of what Rome was. I mean, it's just like we're so young in our history as a country. It's really tough to say that. Like at one side of it is 200 years is a long fucking time. It's 4 or 5 generations. It's not long at all. But that's the thing. And if you look at it with another perspective, it's a blink of an eye. And also, it's crazy because I was watching something that made me think about this. Like, a lot of time went by before America, was created. It's a very small window. But the thing is, in that small window, so much history or so much technology has advanced in this 200-year window, more than any other time in history. And like, I can't remember the exact how it went, but it's like we're closer to the Roman times than the Romans were to the Egyptian times. Which is
no. This is the one you're looking for. Cleopatra is closer to us than she is to the pyramids of Giza.
There you go. That's what. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. She was around.
Bananas.
I know, it's nuts
because she was in Egyptian times. Because the pyramid, first of all, the pyramids, aliens made them. Okay, all right. That shit that's not Egyptian. They've never found one fucking tomb in it. They've never found a body. That shit is on another level.
Well, but I'm saying the point I was trying to make there is we went a very long time where we weren't making the technological advances that we did in the last 200 years.
How does that not connect to the aliens?
I'm not sure. There's no answer to that one.
Yeah. What's that classic Ancient Aliens? There's no proof that aliens weren't.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all right. So that brings me to something else. So have you ever seen the movie Prometheus?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
It's a dog shit movie. It's like the movie Alien. It's like a prequel, but
idea.
Okay, so the idea is
thought it was gonna be dope, but it just
it wasn't. They made a few of them.
First one.
Yeah. They made a sequel to that one too. I mean, it was good action and stuff like that, but it was just a stupid movie. But
Texas is red now.
Is it? So the very beginning of the movie, though, it starts with like these aliens. They're called like the engineers or some shit. They come down to Earth and they like seed life on Earth, right? They like are like there was no intelligent life here, and these aliens come down and they put intelligent life here, and like we're connected to them in like some weird fucking way.
See, that's
right?
a big conspiracy too. I'm starting to think like all of Hollywood is just conspiracies, just kind of wrapped up in a weird way.
I also think you're losing your mind. But
that's possible too.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say 50-50.
Make a movie about it.
Yeah. So real quick, speaking of betting, so like I said, coming into the day, Biden was like the minus 150 favorite, and when I just looked a few minutes ago,
that's not crazy odds, dog.
What do you mean?
Not no 12% lead like they were showing in the polls. Those odds.
That's a pretty decent lead. 180. That's a pretty minus 180. So, anyways, it's flipped though. When I pulled this up about 10 minutes ago before we started talking about it, it's flipped to Trump being the favorite by 110, and I was like, whoa, the odds have flipped. Right now they have it Trump minus 230.
Bro, Ohio. You know what? As I'm looking at this map and everything starts changing, we might go to that fucking tie, dog.
No. If you bet the tie though, it's plus 550 on Bovada. That's big money.
That's not even crazy.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 55,000. Plus 55,000.
Oh,
I say 550.
55,000 or 5,500.
55,000. Yeah.
So 55,000.
Yeah, big money. Big money.
I might put 100 on that right now.
It might be too late. Let me see what it is right now.
What is that? Bovada or DraftKings?
Bovada, but let's see.
Ooh, I think I owe money.
How's that happen?
So like it'll go through on the credit card. The credit card will reject it from it's another country, but they let it go through. And then you get shut out from all those European fucking gambling companies like Bovada, Sportsbook. They're all like, ooh, you actually owe some other company money.
Yeah.
But you're like, yo, I got a free $300. Go fuck yourself.
So I don't see Ty on here anymore. Maybe they took it off. But I do see they have the 2024 and the 2028 presidential election. Do you want to hear some of the candidates and odds?
It's going to be Don Jr.
So 2024, they have AOC plus 300. She's the favorite right now. Joe Biden plus 300. So they're co-favorites, AOC and Joe Biden. Elizabeth Warren plus 800.
The bet should be is Joe Biden a live bet.
Well, you're going to love this one then. Bernie Sanders at plus 1,000. Like there's no chance he runs for president.
Bro, where is my girl Tulsi, dog? Fuck.
She's not even on the betting thing.
She's switching parties. She's gonna be Republican.
Michelle Obama plus 1,000. Andrew Cuomo, or how you say Cuomo?
What is fucking Tim Dillon calling Andrew Cuomo Coleon?
It's so weird that he's like the fucking the governor of New York, and then his brother's like
such a scumbag, dude. Yeah. Both of them, dude.
And then Pete Buttigieg is plus 1,500. And then the 2028 election, though. This one's mind blowing. You ready for this? This is crazy. So for the 2028 election, but let me mention though, for the 2024 election, one of the people on there to win in 2024, Donald Trump.
Yo, it's possible.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that switching the term limits? Because they fucked FDR out of it by switching it. That's why they switched him.
Yeah,
because he won that third term.
Yeah, we were also in the middle of World War II, so it's like whatever.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. Yeah. We were way past it. He got in after World War II.
I thought they got the third term because of World War II, or maybe because he won World War II. He earned it. No, he was out of office when we dropped the news.
The reason they did the term limit is because he would have keep getting elected.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, whatever. But I think I like the term limits just because the balance of power and the thing we're seeing right now is regardless of who's president, you can't get anything fucking done if the fucking.
I like them too, but if the president has term limits, Congress has term limits.
They need term limits, 100%. That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Whoever could be president for the next 100 years, it won't matter if the House and Senate are always going to
be dude. They need these fucking term limits, or well, we can't go the other way because then it'll just be a fucking
shit show.
It'll actually be Rome. That's where that's what's so crazy, dude. When you learn Roman history, we are dude. That's where Senate comes from. It's a Roman word.
Yeah. They did the one thing they had a little different is like the leaders they had. I forget what
a lot of it was different, but the reason
Caesars
they had
or whatever they had like
Senate and they had all these like names for things, but it was because nobody was ever comfortable with having another ruler or emperor or monarchy, right? So what they did is make up these fake things where all these people were in place that they could control, but at the same time, it was really just one guy running it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had like you were just saying, they had can't remember the names of it. They were called Caesars. There was like 7 of them, but there was one that was the head that basically could veto everybody else. That was his power was like in
and
Rome.
that's when they switched it to like emperor or vice versa.
Yeah. But real quick, let's go over this because it's blowing my mind right now. 2028, they have Donald Trump on there again. Then they have someone called. Do you know who Nikki Haley is?
Yes, I do know. She gave a good speech at the RNC.
Yeah, she's the favorite.
She's the governor. Then, she's the governor of South Dakota right now.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's the favorite.
Only state with a surplus of money through COVID. Impressive.
Nice. Yeah. John Kasich is
fuck John Kasich, dog.
Mark Cuban's plus 1,000.
Cuban's a fucking. Did you hear that? How do you feel about that shit with Cuban, dude? Did you see what he said about? They were like, how do you feel about them doing ethnic cleansing in China? He's like, they're a customer. Business is business.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. That's fucking verbatim, basically, dude. Look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
And then he wants to talk about racial justice. It's like, dude, a whole race is being exterminated in China.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of customers there. He goes, we can't save the whole world.
That's true. So why even try,
Yeah, we're talking about a cop beating the shit out of a couple people. We're talking about these dudes putting people in trains just like Hitler. It's fucked up. Yeah. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean they have like that video we were talking about with like the.
That's not to diminish what's going on with the cops. It's all fucked up, but they're killing a lot of people in China right now.
Yeah, and I mean that's. Again, like I don't know what you're supposed to like. It's not. It's shitty to say like that's not our.
Should he be doing business there? No, he shouldn't.
Hey, Joe Biden won Colorado, by the way.
Oh, shocker!
What do you mean? I thought you said Trump was up big.
I said Michigan and Wisconsin.
I know. Earlier when you said you're like, good thing I voted Trump is up big, but you must have meant Biden.
I said I don't know why I voted.
Gotcha.
But actually, I do because. First of all, I researched the props, like the certain things specific to the state, and then they hit me with like the judges, dog, and I was like, I didn't research any of this, dog.
Yeah, there's always something on there. You're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I just Christmas tree the fuck. First of all, I didn't research all the props. I researched like 5 of them. There's probably like 10.
Yeah,
bro, that language on there is tough, dude.
Yeah,
it is
tough.
I mean, if you think that even 30% of the population knows what amendment means, you're fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. It's also funny because the whole thing is so crazy. They have these things where they hand you when you walk into the voting booth, and it's like, are you voting for Trump or Biden? They're like, I'm voting for Biden. They're like, here, and they give you a piece of paper. And it's like everything you should vote for if you vote for Biden. It's like, what?
Check this out. I forgot to bring this up. I walked in. They go, you want a paper in-person vote? I was like, yeah. Like they would literally, if I would ask for a mail-in ballot, they would have gave it to me.
Yeah. That's
crazy. At the polling station.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what does that mean? I don't know what it means, but it's not good.
That's not good at all. Well, I mean, also the thing they need to fix. I understand everything with COVID right now. The same day registration is wild to me. That's just asking for voter fraud. You know what I mean? It's like you said, ballot harvesting. Like
ballot harvesting,
a bus. But you just get a bus full of fucking people from a retirement home and just be like, here, they're all going to register and vote today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Some guy come and buy like a fucking bookie, bro, to take your bet. Like
exactly.
What's going on, dude?
So here we'll give a quick update right now. So we have. I don't know why we're doing this because everyone's going to know by the time the episode comes
they keep updating the states and it looks more red, but like they're not updating the.
So this is where I'm giving you the update then. So right now, Biden is up 131 to 92 on Trump. Trump is winning the popular vote right now, though. He's up by about 1 million votes. But he's
what?
Biden's up 131 to 92, but they haven't called Florida or Texas yet, and it looks like Trump's going to win both. It's close in Texas, but he's going to win Florida.
This is doing the same shit in 2016, dude. It started out Biden because they don't want to fucking,
I don't know. It started out where I mean, right out the gate, Trump had Indiana like a minute into the fucking polls. I first of all, someone explain that to me. They're like 12% of the vote is in. We're calling it. It's like how can you do like even right now? So Indiana was the first state called, right? They called it right away to Trump. Even right now, there's only 51% of the vote, and he's only up 400,000 votes. So how can you call that so quickly? I don't know. I guess
it's like a percentage thing.
It's someone way smarter than me. It has to do with like the certain county.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Don't give him that much fucking credit. See, that's what I hate, dude. That's why these motherfuckers think they have so much power, because they crunch a couple numbers and they kind of push them around a little bit, and they go, "This guy's way smarter than me," and they're not. They're actually dumb as fuck.
Well, I guarantee you, whoever does the fucking the AP fucking press fucking
is that what you're on AP
projections? Yeah,
I still got these 17-year-olds pulled up.
Yeah, well, the only reason I pulled up the AP one is because they won't report it until it's absolutely.
First of all, I started watching. They had like a prediction. These fucking little young kids or whatever, right? They had a prediction throughout the campaigns or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then today they have a vote that was like not a vote. They had a video that was like 6 hours ago, and it was like this fucking Twilight Zone or something. Like we're calling states and shit. I'm like, all the states have been called. Like, what the fuck? I go to I scroll the end of the video. It's like Biden 280, Trump 246. I'm like, what the fuck? I work, watch all this shit, like have a good time. And then it's like, I guess the whole thing was fake. I don't know what the fuck. This was fucking Gen Z, bro. They got me, dog.
Oh, so here's another example of what doesn't make sense to me. Explain this to me, Malcolm. Explain this to me. You ready?
I'm ready.
They called Virginia a while ago, right? For Joe Biden, okay?
I could have called that fucking 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, listen to this. 92% of the vote is in. So there's only less than 7% of the vote is left. Okay, 92.42% is reported. Biden has 963,000. Trump has 1.2 million. He's up by 300,000 votes with only 7% left, and they've already called it for Biden. Doesn't make any sense. How's that possible?
Dude, you know what? Now that you say that, Kyle Kalinske was saying that on Rogan tonight. He was like, I don't get it, dude. Like, it says Trump's up, but they're calling it for Biden.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's another state. South Carolina is the exact same. It's the opposite, though. Biden's up by 270,000 votes with 57% of the vote in, and they're calling it for Trump. So
he did say one thing. He said there are certain states that count mail-ins first, and then there's certain states that count only day-in votes first, and then they go to the mail-ins.
So maybe they already know how many they have in hand or whatever. That makes sense.
2 in the hand, 1 in the pocket.
Yeah, that's what they say. Oh man. All right, let's try not to focus on the election here for the next few minutes.
Why not, dude?
Because that's the thing we're talking about.
The last thing you see.
That's true. But everyone's gonna know by the time they watch this, like all the stuff we're talking about. We're not doing it live, so. So let me see. All right, so
it'll show humility if we're, I don't know, whatever.
No, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
I'm on AP, dude. I don't know how to get to this fucking map.
Just type in. What did I type in?
I got Politico's map pulled up.
Just type in Electoral College, and there should be something that says Elections 2020, and there's a tab that says Full Coverage, and underneath that it has the little map. So, all right. So right now, you still feel confident Trump wins? It's looking that way.
It's trending that way. He's losing North Carolina, which I know they're kind of in a transition. Not to say anything about the bathroom thing going on there, but
but he's only down by 20,000 votes.
Missouri is going Biden right now. That shit is blowing my mind. But it's 23%. Now it's all right. Now it's this shit, dude. This shit.
Those are all way too early.
I gotta call it right now. This shit looks exactly like 2016, dude.
I think you said that at least 10 times already. We got it, Malcolm. We got it. We got it. It looks like 2016. You're also not the first person to fucking say that. So,
hey, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
did I say that to you in 2016?
No, you haven't. So good thing you did.
Yeah.
Let
me refresh your memory.
Let's try to let me tell you about this tell you about this wedding a little bit. So so my parents, right, it was at my grandparents' house, and my dad and grandfather like built the fucking like the stage and everything, and like everything
The
outside
gazebo?
or whatever. The gazebo, basically, the dance floor, all that or whatever, right? But my brother,
Connor.
yeah, well, don't say his name. Oh no, you say his name. You can say Connor's name because he was on the Pix episode.
So was your other brother?
No, he wasn't. And don't say his name either. The brother that was on the Pix episode, Connor, he was the DJ, right? He when they said that he was going to be the DJ, he's only 20, so it's like that's he's not a DJ professionally. He doesn't know how to DJ. He was just the guy that's going to do the music. And then when they told me that, I was like, he's not going to take this serious, like you got to keep an eye on him, make sure he does it right or whatever, right? So they're like, oh no, it'll be fine, right? So we're sitting there eating dinner, and I have my niece and my grandma are sitting right next to the speaker, and some fucking Action Bronson song comes on, and it's like, fuck that bitch in the pussy, N-word, blah, 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 fucking pussy ass bitch, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, who's your niece?
No, not my niece. I'm sorry, my little cousin. She's basically my niece because she's only like 10 years old.
Oh,
she's my cousin. Sorry, yeah, got confused there. So, anyways, I'm like, yo, go. I'm telling Connor, like, yo, go turn the fucking song off, dude. The grandma's fucking next. You can see them looking around like, what the fuck? He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you don't hear the music? He's like, well, I'm trying to eat. I'm like, well, you're the fucking DJ. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's the whole point of being the DJ. You're controlling the music. He's like, I don't know. I'm doing it for my phone. I'm like, you're doing it for your like. So the other thing is,
do it.
I know. So the other thing is, right? Like when you walk down the aisle, you like pick.
Yeah, I know how to run a phone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, do you know how to run a phone? You can be the DJ. He did. I'm talking shit, but he did a fine job. He had like a little mixer set up or whatever. He did a good job. But also with the when they walk down the aisle, you pick what song you're going to walk down the aisle or like traditional song or whatever, right? He didn't have that. He forgot to download that. I'm like, that's like the most important thing. Yeah.
Jesus
so where we are, there's no service. So he's like scrambling last second. So he finally finds it out. He's like, the only place I can find it is on YouTube. And I'm like, okay. He goes, but this is the thing. If the song ends, it's going to go to an advertisement. So we can't have an advertisement. This is like over the speaker as my sister's walking down the aisle. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You guys didn't do a rehearsal or what?
No, we did all that. Everything went smooth, but he didn't think about the music for whatever reason.
We just thought the DJ would have his shit together.
Exactly. Connor was over there like, I hope the DJ's paying attention or whatever. Like, yo, you are the DJ, dude. But no, but could you imagine like she's walking down the aisle, it's like this romantic song, and then like she's like a step from like, my mom sits down, my grandma sits down, and it's like a step from fucking her stepping up to the altar, and like one of those fucking political campaign comes on. It's like Joe Biden hates America. Everybody's looking around like, what? I didn't know this was gonna be part of the wedding. Like,
oh my god, dude. Yeah, what are your parents lean? They Democratic or?
I think it depends, but they're
more independent than anything.
Well, no, I think I think depending on the candidate, I think they voted Republican the last few. But my mom is not a citizen, so it's only my dad voting.
What?
So, yeah, mom's not an American citizen.
Canada?
Ireland. You knew that, dude.
Really? I didn't know that.
No. She's in the process of getting her citizenship. So I'm technically, I think we've talked about this before, but I fucked up, man. I could have fucking went out to Ireland and got college for free and got dual citizenship. Yeah, I fucked up. I could have done the United Kingdom or Ireland because my mom's Irish, but she was born in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, my wife's daughter, she has a Austrian and Thai citizenship, and it's fucking dope. Never give that up.
I was gonna say
something goes wrong on the other, just go to the other one.
Well, not only that, Austria has some of the best benefits in the world. They're like full social.
Well, that's why the daughter lives in Austria. Free college, free everything.
This is so stupid, but I was watching Dumb and Dumber the other day. And you remember that? The Jim Carrey movie. Well, he's in the very beginning. He's like a taxi cab driver, and he's driving him to the airport. And he you know what I'm talking about? He asks her where she's from, and she says Austria, and he goes, "Oh, Austria, good day, mate." Like it's like he thinks it's Australia.
My favorite part, or just one of the gestures, dude, is when that dude starts eating that hamburger. And he's like, it's great.
There's so many like great things for that movie.
All Jim Carrey movies, but like when he first started out, they're all just classics.
Yeah, except he's a scumbag now. Apparently, he's weird, man. I mean, he's weird in the movies. You kind of knew that, but some of the stuff now is out of
He just
control.
looked like he took a lot of LSD.
Well, you know what happened to his girlfriend or whatever, right? She's like, he forced her into a depression, then she ended up killing herself.
He forced her into a depression.
So the story, there's like this huge civil suit because
he killed her mother. Like, all right, yeah, he forced her into a depression.
Well, no, like her dad died unexpectedly, and then like there was something happened, and then he was like basically taunting her about it, like it's your fault, you should have been there more or whatever. Yeah, like there's some weird like letters that he wrote to her that got found, and he lost the civil suit, and the only reason he paid out is so that those details wouldn't go public. But he was cheating on her and all this stuff, so she like threatened to kill herself, and he was like, "Go ahead," and she did.
Dude, that Hollywood and fame shit, I don't wish that shit upon no one.
No kidding. Well, also, I can see it with him too. I can see him being a dickhead. So
Johnny Depp lost his fucking suit.
Oh man, I was just talking about that with someone. How he lost so much money. First of all, he got a shitload of money stolen by his manager, and then the whole shit with Amber Heard lying about her beating him up, and then she was the one beating him up, and nuts. Man,
Johnny Depp ain't beating nobody up, dog. That guy probably weighs 110 pounds, dude.
Yeah, soaking wet. But also, he lost a fragrance line because of that. He got fired from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which he since has been rehired.
And I heard he likes to spend, baby.
Dude, he lost $450 million his manager stole from him over the years.
What's he gonna do, man?
No, he's $100 million in debt right now.
Yeah, whatever.
Because of his liquor company or whatever went under too.
So was Kanye. Now he's worth $1 billion, dude.
Yeah. On, dude. Well, it's just crazy how when you have that kind of money, dude, that shit flips quick. That shit can flip on you quick.
Well, yeah, dude.
Couple bad investments.
Just go, look, I'll put this in a hedge fund. You get a bailout. Give it back to me.
Yeah. Well, do you remember that 30 for 30 they did about it's called Broke? It's about all the athletes that lost their money.
Yeah. Nobody tries to help them.
No. Well, one of them was Antoine Walker, and his was like the saddest because he had that
100 gamble, dog.
Yeah. Well, he was one of the first $100 million NBA contracts with the Celtics.
Crazy.
And he went through it all. He's dead broke. But he tells this story. He gave some money to one of his brothers for an apartment complex, and then all of a sudden he started getting these letters from people saying that there was flooding and all these broken stuff. He's like, "When are you gonna fix it?" He's like, "Yo, I don't own this shit." Well, his name was on it. And then he goes over there. It's like, oh, yeah, there hasn't been a landlord here in months. There's like literally homeless people living in these apartments. Like his brother took the money and dipped, like straight up got a mortgage on the fucking place and dipped out with the cash. Like, fuck you. Like,
and people wonder why like some rich people are like, nah, I ain't giving you shit.
I know, man.
And that's why.
Because it's crazy because these people
you can't give money. You can't give money to people. They have to
earn
it, acquire, earn it somehow. Because then it doesn't mean anything.
Because it's wild because it's like his brother was like he put a price on his brother basically. He's like $400K, never have to see him again. You know what I mean? He took the money, he dipped out. But it's sad because in the documentary he's like, they're like, so how much money do you have right now? Because he signed that $140 million contract or whatever. And they're like, how much money did you get out of the contract? He's like, I got every dollar, $140 million. They're like, how much money do you have to your name right now? And he goes in his pocket and he has like $14. He's like, that's all I had to my name. And he's like, and actually, he takes the 10 back. He's like, I'm getting cigarettes on the way home. So that's $4 to his name.
Dude, that's some setup bullshit. Because it's like, yo, this dude could go coach basketball. Like
he does now.
That's the one thing is like these dudes have a valuable skill. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, you got to remember when you.
I mean, it sucks that you're not rich, but maybe you're better off.
But the other thing you got to remember is it's not just about what they have on hand. They can be so far buried in debt. They file for bankruptcy, and then what happens? And then like now you have nothing. You know what I mean? You got all your assets, liquidated, and you have nothing. So it's like, yeah, I can get this job, but it's gonna, I got to pay rent. I got to get, all this shit back. I got to get a car. I got to get back
in Florida, and they can't liquidate your house, dog.
Yeah. Oh man, I got a good story about that, but I cannot tell that on the podcast. Definitely not.
Why not? Just leave names out.
Well, the name is me. The name is me. I can't tell the story.
Dude, this fucking map is real red right now.
Something I'm doing that's a bit you know.
No, but I want to.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough to see. I don't think we see a result tonight. I was hoping that it would be a blowout one way or the other, just so we.
I think it's looking like a blowout.
He's
but I don't know. The West. It's
not gonna be a blowout. At this point, the worst he can lose by is like 70.
Yeah, but I don't think they're applying Texas or Florida right now.
They're not, because they haven't called him yet.
Yeah, but that's 50 votes right there.
Okay, so he's up by 19. It's not a blowout, dude.
Georgia's not called. Missouri. I can't believe Missouri's even. It's not close. I can't. It's
buddy.
Close.
It is close because if he gets North Carolina, then he's winning again. They haven't called New Hampshire, which is 4. They haven't called Minnesota, which is 10. So I mean, it's neck and neck right now. It could go either way. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, obviously he's gonna get California, so that already puts him at like 210. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 55.
I know it's nuts. I mean, you're looking at the map and you see a lot of red. Dude, that doesn't really matter.
Nevada is one of the most. Nevada and Arizona is two of the most interesting to me, dog.
Yeah.
Like what? Like which way is that gonna? Like,
and Arizona, I think, is like 10 or 11, right?
Which way do you think Utah's gonna go? They're religious. They're like banging multiple wives. Oh no, that's Utah. Ooh, Arizona.
Utah.
Arizona.
Utah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Arizona. Sorry, Arizona just went blue. 53-45. They just called.
But it's like 1% reporting right now, right?
No, 48. It just got called.
Yeah, okay.
Not
for
called,
Biden, but yeah, I mean, he's ahead. Yeah.
Reporting,
yeah. So I think it's tight. Let's get out of here. So as of we're leaving right now, Biden's 131 to 98, but Trump is winning the important states.
Let me check the news and see if I haven't checked to see if there's any riots. I want to see what's going on.
Oh no, they won't do that until after the
yeah, but like it might not get called tonight. It's like, are you guys really? I mean,
they're gonna wait. They're gonna hold.
Are you down like that? You're gonna fucking wait. I mean, just do it. I'm trying to go to bed by 12.
Yeah, where are the fucking riots? I promised riots, David.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch this shit, dog. I'm trying to watch Kyle Rittenhouse #2. Whoa, too early? No, I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh. Texas just flipped back blue. Interesting.
What if Texas is gonna be the new Florida, dude?
Dude, if he wins Texas, it's over. It's
no,
legitimately over.
I mean, like what if Texas is like the new, like that's the one that goes to the Supreme Court? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just kind of trying to shift it a little bit. Like we'll call Florida, and then everybody remembers 2008 or whatever.
Yeah,
it was, 2004.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah, no, 2000. It was 2000.
2000. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Any closing words for the people that listeners might be, when they hear this tomorrow, they might be like on their way out to go protest and burn some shit down. What do you have you have a wish list of things you might want? I do need a 4K gaming monitor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know where the PS4 manufacturer is, but fucking if you can, or PS5,
yeah,
you can break into that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting mine, but hook me up so I can save the money.
Seems people love shoes, so do I. I'll take a 10, 9.5, whatever, dude.
I can squeeze whatever. Yeah, you give me the shoe, I can make it work.
Whatever you can get, dude. And fucking toilet paper and socks, dude. I mean, you always need those. Those, you'll never run out of those.
I mean, that's a solid foundation of a daily need.
Exactly. I mean, I think you know where that comes from, Josh.
Exactly. All right. Let's get on out of here.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at @scam_podcast. Follow us on Twitch, @scam_podcast. Email us, podcastscam@gmail.com. Guys, thank you so much for downloading the show.
Yeah.
If you're listening
crazy how much it's going up.
Yeah, it is. And it really is nuts. And if you're listening to the audio only, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. 2 words Scam Podcast is very important that you do that because you get to see the little video element, us talking about different things on here. And we'll be back.
Speaking of that, you can see all the blue, gray, and black shirts I wear.
Oh yeah, Harmony been on our ass.
Who are these people, or who is
the
this?
Same. It's the same person. It's interesting though because she says she follows us on Instagram, and I look through and I can't.
She's a fucking liar, dude. It's a
I think she,
or whatever you call it. Dog.
I was gonna say I think she is, but it's one of those where you don't put your name in there and maybe you don't put the picture on. Well,
that's why I keep saying, dog. Harmony, what are you wearing, dog?
Let's see the big reveal. What are you looking like? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm
we're just
telling you,
playing
anything but harmonious.
Yeah, well, we're just playing kind of. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
kind
we're
of.
joking around, but kind of.
I'm calling your bluff, dog. I'm
But thank you
half
guys.
skirt or whatever, no top. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be playing the bagpipes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so send us some more emails about some weird sex stuff. We'll read it next week. Malcolm, after tomorrow, will be available, so we might be doing some more episodes about.
Yep.
We're doing the Colts one definitely soon. We'll be back either Thursday or Friday for NFL picks. We're not sure, but we will be back. And if you guys have anything you want to talk about, email us and we'll read them on the show. So thank you for everybody. They can tell you love and support. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you fucking hate. Tell them about the show.
Yeah.
Scam Podcast. Anything else, Malcolm? Any last words?
I don't know. God bless America. Go vote. Oh, that's right. You can't vote. Okay.
There you go.
Hey,
See you.